Hey everyone, it's Keely, Maryum. Welcome to another vlog. Today I'm actually going to this huge used book sale in my city. It's kind of a big deal among the bookish people in this city. People line up for like a few hours before they actually open in order to get in and find some good stuff. I'm not personally doing that. I don't really want to stand in line. They opened at 11 and it's now a little bit after 11. I think like 11, almost 11:30. So I think it's safe now for me to go and to arrive there without there being a line. I'm sure it's still going to be very crowded though. I went last year and it was pretty successful, honestly. I found quite a few really good things. Everything's priced for like $1 to $2. So like really good deals, honestly, and a lot of the books are in really good condition. Some of them aren't in great condition, but most of them are pretty good. Anyways, I am gonna get going and I'm also gonna try to film for you when I'm there. I don't know how much filming I'm gonna get done because again, it's gonna be pretty busy and I'm really focused on finding some good books. But yeah, hopefully I can show you what I got. I drove to the building and I had to park quite far away. I'm like a 9-minute walk according to Google Maps. And I can see other people have also parked this far away and they're carrying like bags of like books and stuff like that, so I can tell they're from the big book sale. But yeah, I'm gonna get going because this is a long walk, so. So I just made it back home and just like I thought, I wasn't able to actually film inside. It was honestly so chaotic. I wish I could have filmed, but I also didn't want to like invade other people's privacy, you know, and like film them and stuff. So yeah, but there was just like, it was so crowded and there was like a lineup to like count the books before you go and purchase them, like before you go and pay, so that you know how much to pay, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, like they count the amount of books that you have basically. And that lineup was literally from one wall to the other. Like it was literally blocking all of the rows to get into the books. So yeah, it was intense, but it was so fun. Honestly, the fun part is looking through the books. I'll show you guys what I got. I got, I think 9 books. And I took my own bag because they don't have bags. This is actually really heavy. Most of them honestly are classics. I'm gonna try to be like really quick with this because I don't want to like bore anybody who's not really into books. I just thought it was really fun. So I'm just gonna get started. I don't know what order to go in. I'm just gonna pick them up and go. So first one is Virginia Woolf to the Lighthouse. This one I've been wanting to try for so long. I've been wanting to read Virginia Woolf for a very long time. I've seen excerpts of her writing and it honestly sounds really beautiful and poetic. Then there's Charles Dickens, A Tale of Two Cities. Heard amazing things about this. I also found a book on Arabic, like how to learn Arabic basically. And so when I went through some of it at the beginning, it's a lot of things that I know, but I feel like it would be really good to have a refresher. So I might go through this soon. Then I got 2 Sylvia Plath. I've never read Sylvia Plath. I feel like I should by now. So there's selected poems. I thought this was a really beautiful looking book, honestly. I think it's really pretty, like the little design and everything. And then I got The Bell Jar, of course, probably her most popular work. And then I got Tolstoy's Anna Karenina. There's quite a few Tolstoys that I was really tempted to buy, but I figured I should just leave it to one. I didn't want to be greedy. I did start this book, Anna Karenina, a few years ago. It was like, it was from the library, so it was just like an e-copy. I didn't get that far through it because I was really, really busy with university and I just didn't have the mental capacity for this large of a book because it is, let me check it out. It is 851 pages. So I definitely did not have the mental capacity at that time to read that. Oh, next one. I've had this one on my Storygraph, which is like a book app, for a long time. It's called A Tale for the Time Being. I can't remember what this was about, but I remember reading the synopsis like a long time ago and thinking that this sounded so interesting. Also, that cover is really pretty. And then I got Tales of Suspense by Edgar Allan Poe. I think this is just like an Edgar Allan Poe collection. I used to absolutely love Edgar Allan Poe in high school. This might surprise you a little bit, but I was a little bit on the goth side, I would say, in high school. I loved things that were like creepy and dark. I still do, and I still love like horror and things like that. I've always wanted to get my hands on a Poe collection, and now I have one. It's not in the best condition. Also, when I was scouring the poetry collection and I found that Sylvia Plath one, I also found Arabic and Persian poems. So I take it these are just like popular poems, honestly. It's all like in English. It also talks a little bit about the poets. Like it gives like, I guess, a little bit of a background on them, which is kind of cool. This book I literally know nothing about, but it caught my eye. Like the cover just looks really cool. Also, there's a blurb on the back from Stephen King. A blurb, I don't know if that's what it's called, but it's like a quote where they're like endorsing the book. You know what I mean. Okay, so I got 10 books and in total it cost me $15, $15 Canadian, and here I wouldn't even be able to buy one new book for $15. Like every new book is probably, I would say, starting from like very lowest would maybe be like 18 to like 20. That's like the low range. It was packed, it was chaotic, but I had such a good time. There was literally people who were like, I saw them wheeling out like suitcases full of books, and like they had like carts, like wagons, I guess, like full of books, and they were just like carting that around, like literally full of books, like piled high. So I don't know, that was just like really cool. And yeah, for the rest of the day, I was gonna make cookies, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that anymore. I'm kind of honestly tired from all of that. I was literally in there for like an hour. I might make cookies either tomorrow or the day after. I don't know. So today I decided I'm gonna do a fun little DIY and I'm really excited for it. I've been wanting to do something with this area here because normally I just have that big mixer here. I kind of want to do something with the space that looks a little bit nicer and is a little bit more useful, I guess. So I saw this DIY on Pinterest and it was like a little like DIY coffee station using Dollar Tree supplies. So I used that as inspiration. I don't have the exact supplies that they used because I couldn't find them. So I just kind of threw together a bunch of random things. They look very random, you'll see in a minute. So the first thing I'm using looks a little bit random, but it's a clipboard. And basically what I plan to do is take this part off. It looks easy enough to take off. I think it should be. That's what I'm hoping for at least. And what I'm gonna do is, this is kind of gonna be like the base for like a tray. So then once this metal part is off of this clipboard, I'm gonna use this shelf and drawer liner that I found. It's like a peel and stick one. I actually really like this pattern. I thought it was really pretty. I basically only had two options for patterns, and one was a marble pattern and then the other one was this pattern. And out of both of them, I kind of liked this one better. Personally, I'm not really into the whole marble thing anymore. I used to kind of like it, but this might be kind of an unpopular opinion, but I'm just not really into it anymore. So yeah, I just went with this one. And then this is also pretty random, but these are floating shelves, like little mini ones, like they're really tiny. I honestly don't even know what you would put on it if you were gonna use this as a shelf. I'm not using this as a shelf, I'm using this as legs for the tray. So like for this clipboard, they're gonna go under it. I haven't figured out yet how, if it's gonna go like that or like this way, maybe that way. I don't know if this is gonna look right, but basically the original creator had something underneath, like obviously to like hold it up like a tray, like a little stand. It wasn't these, it was like a little, something that came off of a picture. I couldn't find the exact thing. I was scouring the store and this was the best I could come up with. Yeah, I'm hoping that this works out. So I'm just gonna get into this little DIY now. I'm gonna try to take this off. So I got this first one here off, and basically all that I'm doing is kind of putting these little needle nose pliers inside of the little opening there, and I'm just kind of like wedging it up. I'll show you on the other one. Okay, I have it in there, and I just kind of have been working at it. This seemed a lot easier in theory, which seems to be a trend with Pinterest DIYs. They always sound easier than they actually are. Anyways, I'm gonna do the rest of this off camera because it's really difficult to do this and film at the same time. But I have my little supervisor here watching every move. So I worked at this for a while and I got this off, but as you can see, the cardboard is just kind of like lifted up. So I think this is gonna end up being the bottom part, and then this will be the top part, which is fine. I was gonna do it the other way, but this will work just fine. So I guess the next step is putting this drawer liner on it. I think that's as good as I'm gonna get. And now I just have to peel this and stick it on.
Many minutes later.
Done. There's a couple little air bubbles in it, like here. I don't know if you can see, like right there. But honestly, I think that's the best I'm going to be able to do. I've been working at this for a little while. This part is done. It is a little bit uneven, but I think it'll be okay. I also wanted this part on like touching the board, and I messed up and I didn't want to move it because I finally got the glue to kind of stick. I can always redo this sometime with better glue because obviously hot glue isn't the best. This is kind of how it looks. It's not bad. It's a little wobbly though. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put all of my stuff on it. So yeah, now is the fun part of just sort of like arranging everything the way that I want to. I've been playing with like the placement of everything for a while. I think I'm just gonna leave it as it is. I added a little thermos behind here. I really like the way this one looks, and I think it kind of adds something behind it because it is taller, so it kind of has like levels, if that makes sense. Honestly, I had different expectations for this DIY. Like, I thought it would be a lot easier than it was. Like when it came to removing the little clip from this clipboard, it's not bad. It turned out not bad. I'm not really liking these things on the bottom here. I would like to switch those out sometime, but for now, I think it's okay. Yeah, I kind of like that it kind of adds something to this area. Anyways, that's all that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.